Dear student, today we will start the topic comparison of electrostatic and gravitational force. Recall gravitational force, or it is in your 11th syllabus you learn Newton's law of gravitation. First you recall it. Newton's law of gravitation, it states that everybody in the universe attract every other body with a force, and this force is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That is, if you took the mass of two bodies m1 and m2 separated by a distance r, then we can write F proportional to m1 m2 by r square, or F equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Here G is the proportionality constant and it is known as universal gravitational constant. The numeric value of universal gravitational constant first time measured by the Henry Cavendish by using torsion pendulum. And you know, all of you, electrostatic force. This force is explained by the Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, when the 2-point charges interact with each other, then the electrostatic force of interaction between them is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That is, if two charges is q1 and q2 separated by a distance r, then F proportional to q1 q2 by r square, or F is equal to k q1 q2 by r square. Here k is the proportionality constant, but it is doesn't known as universal gravitational constant because it is depend upon the medium. But in case of the Newton's law of gravitation, the proportionality constant capital G is always constant everywhere in the space. So it is known as universal gravitational constant. In this way, we tells about the both the forces, electrostatic and gravitational forces. Now come to the point, comparison of these forces. In comparison, we see what is the similarities between these two forces and what is the dissimilarities between these two forces. So first we see the similarities between these two forces. Then what is the similarities between these two forces? First similarities are both forces are central force. Then the question will be arise, what is central force? The force acting along the line joining the two charges are called central force. Second similarity is both forces obey inverse square law of distance. That means in both the equation we see F equal to Gm1 m2 by r square, F equal to K q1 q2 by r square. Both the forces are inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the separation. It is called inverse square law of distance. Third similarities are both forces are conservative. In 11th syllabus we see that in one topic that when we raise a body of mass m to the h height, then the work done is equal to mgh, and also we move this body from the different path at the same height h, then also we obtain an expression w is equal to mgh. From this we conclude that the work done by this force does not depend upon the path followed. So such type of force are called conservative force. That is, electrostatics and gravitational force both are independent of path, so both forces are conservative force. Fourth similarity is both force are operate even in vacuum. That means if there are no medium, even though these two forces interact with each other. Now we tell you about the dissimilarities. What is the dissimilarities between these two forces? Electrostatic force is attractive and repulsive both, but gravitational force is always attractive. Gravitational force does not depend upon the medium, but electrostatic force depend upon the medium. Third dissimilarity is electrostatic force is much greater than gravitational force. Now the question will be arise, how much greater than? Then to find the accurate numeric value, that how many times the electrostatic force greater than the gravitational force, let we took an electron and a proton, and it is separated by a distance r in free space. Then electrostatic force Fe equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E minus into P plus divided by R square. Here E minus tells the charge on electron, P plus tells the charge on proton. Putting the value 9 into, putting the value of all the terms in place of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, we put 9 into 10 to the power 9 into minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb into plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb divided by R square. Here in this equation, minus sign will become, minus sign is come. This minus sign tells that the nature of the force. That means the force between the electron and proton is attractive. Now, same electron and proton separated by a same distance, that is in R. In this case, the gravitational force between electron and proton is given by Fg equal to capital G Me Mp divided by R square. Now, putting the value in this equation, capital G equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Here Me is the mass of electron equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Mp is mass of proton equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 7 kg. Putting all these values in the above equation and took the ratio of Fe by Fg, then we got 2.26 into 10 to the power 39 times. It means Fe is equal to 2.26 into 10 to the power 39 into Fg. It tells that electrostatic force is 10 to the power 39 times greater than the gravitational force. In this way, we come to know that how many times the electrostatic force greater than the gravitational force. And also one thing you know that in nature there are three kinds of forces active: gravitational, electrostatics and nuclear force. Recently we see that electrostatic force is 10 to the power 39 times greater than the gravitational force. And nuclear force is 100 times greater than the electrostatic force. Now the question will be arise, what is nuclear force? it is a strange kind of force which acts within the nucleus, which is 100 times greater than the electrostatic force. It is very short range force because the size of the nucleus is power minus 15 centimeter. Within this range only this force is acted, so it is called short range force, and it is also central force. It's all about the